Tyson! And Ruiz counters!
Now they go swinging in the middle of the ring.
That's what they needed.
Look at this.
On November 9th, 1996, the World Heavyweight Champion Mike Tyson defended his WBA title against Evander Holyfield. The fight was supposed to take place back in June 1990, but 4 months before that, Mike sensationally lost the fight against James Douglas. As soon as the fight was announced, Tyson was a 25-1 favorite. The closest to the fight became 6-1, but Tyson was still a big favorite. Of his last 4 fights, Evander lost 2, one by knockout, and many believed his career is close to over. In the 90s, Tyson was no longer as formidable as in the 80s. However, he still had enough strength to be a serious threat in the heavyweight division. At that time, the fight set a sales record, pay-per-view $1.6 million. The boxer's fees were huge. Holyfield received $12 million, Tyson $30.
Brawling tactics.
Able to do it, it might be something different.
And he's also trying to catch him coming in. That's the game plan, but he's getting hit off.
As soon as he hit him, he got his attention.
When the bell rang and Tyson landed a right hand that sent Holyfield skittering across the ring, it looked like the fight might be over in the opening minute. But then a strange sight presented itself. Tyson's appointed victim did not cave in and crumble, and in fact, did not appear to be the least bit intimidated. In round 2, Holyfield forced him to the ropes and hit him with flush shots, including a powerful left that snapped Mike's head back.
Holyfield has put together a string in the past 3 rounds that's just been incredible, and Mike is slowing. Mike maybe
Later, Holyfield comes back, and this is a surprise that drew a roar because he's working on Tyson. Watch the time.
honeymoon in November 8th.
Seconds of round number 3. As Holyfield looks to counterpunch off the swinging miss.
Does Evander Holyfield start to wear out as he does in all fights? If that's the case, that
It was actually a one-sided fight, with Tyson winning few exchanges. The only round that clearly belonged to him was the 5th, when he finally landed some clean blows, including his trademark left hook uppercut combination, which momentarily discouraged the challenger. In the 6th, Tyson sustained a cut and was stunned by a right hand, then suffered a knockdown.
Like a champion, like the overachieving warrior that he is.
Oh, down goes Tyson! A left hook!
That was a body shot.
Ferocious punches here by Mike Tyson. Left uppercut that sent Holyfield backpedaling.
Evander's zeroing in on a big shot.
Tyson is confused, frustrated. He unleashed a flurry there, but Holyfield comes right back and counters to the head.
With his right hand, there you see him again trying to rock and roll. Mike's got to throw the second and third punch in combat. Evander Holyfield is letting it all hang out.
They continue to battle after the bell.
coming, but I have him ahead by so much. I have Evander ahead by so much that it's getting to the point where either he gets a knockout or he's going to win this fight. Holyfield may look tired, but Tyson doesn't look like a ball of energy either.
But also remember the heart.
He can't fight inside with Mike. I don't think anybody can.
Holyfield kicking to the body with a right uppercut.
Go, vice grip.
And unleashing right uppercuts in the process.
Wow. Let him have some in a round.
Good combination, fast, out-slick him. But back comes Tyson with a hard punch.
And left hook to the chin, I'll tell you what. That got Evander's attention, and good.
Tyson unleashing uppercuts to the body, digging to the chin.
Started turning on, and I think he senses it. So he's fighting a little bit happier and a little bit...
And you know what happened there?
Well, this is what we came to see. How can he do without fighting in each round?
Holyfield also doing a nice job of picking off punches.
No, he's fighting a bright, brilliant fight.
Mike can't throw going on.
Tyson fights at such a frantic pace, and you pointed that out. Look out now. And Holyfield has always known in the past what tools to bring to a fight, and he's proving it again here. Look at this toe-to-toe action.
Well, Mike is getting to that little level where he might need a knockout. I don't know what the judges are looking at. I don't know how much they give a favorite.
Tyson missing, and Holyfield countering with a right uppercut.
Evander is fighting the fight, but what he's doing is kind of smart. He's trying to smother Mike by actually getting...
Holyfield also showing more hand speed.
is not letting Tyson do any of the bullying. He's doing all of it.
I think Holyfield's a lot stronger than Tyson.
Big shots, hooks, and uppercuts.
Evander Holyfield is disorganizing Tyson. He's keeping him out of his attack.
That hurt. As a result, in the Holyfield corner, they detected a little nick on the side of his mouth, but they said nothing to be concerned with.
Hit him real low.
And it hurt him. Mike's face crinkled when he got hit.
He grimaced. Holyfield turned on by the crowd. Less than a minute, 6 rounds.
And here is where corners.
Nice and calm. You have to work that body. You have to work that body.
Put some heat on that jab now, okay? Put some heat on it, boss.
He's getting a good rest.
Unfortunately, when I fought him, I let him work by throwing punches on my head too often, and he got a little tired.
Any kind of boxing and trying to land that one big shot. And that's a puncher's mistake. You lose rounds, and hope to get that knockout.
Connected several times in round 1. But Tyson was able to duck under a number of others.
In the meantime, Mike Tyson, it's a smart move.
He's fighting a very smart fight.
Started now. Quickly tying him up as he comes in. Straight left hand there by Mike Tyson, but a glancing blow. Back comes Holyfield. The jab of Holyfield. Good defensive move by Tyson. Ducks under the right hook by Holyfield.
Tyson.
And Evander has the reach. He should use that up that jab.
The chance of Holyfield.
In the 10th, the inevitable happened. Tyson had already been stung several times over the course of the battle, but with 20 seconds left in the round, Holyfield inflicted truly serious damage with a perfectly placed counter right to the temple, and the crowd instantly came to its feet as Tyson's legs buckled. Holyfield got home 8 more clean punches before the bell, and as the champion walked unsteadily back to his corner, it was abundantly clear that the fight was over. A still hurting Tyson answered the bell for the 11th, but Holyfield quickly finished him off, the referee stopping the contest with Mike defenseless on the ropes.
Holyfield smothers Tyson. Looking to put Tyson down and end the fight. Tyson championship rounds, round 11.
A perfect fight.
No matter what happens from here on in.
I'll tell you what, the crowd thought that Mike was hurt. This Mike was a good shot.
Holyfield continues to dig in. A left hook to the head. He's got Tyson in trouble. Tyson's ready to go. A straight right hand. Mitch Halpern stops the fight. And Holyfield
In charge, Mitch Halpern stops the contest. He's the winner of World Evander, the real deal Holyfield.
On June 1, 2019, the unbeaten unified heavyweight champion from the UK, Anthony Joshua, was set for his American debut against the fighter from New York, Gerald Miller, at Madison Square Garden. 6 weeks before the planned bout, multiple failed drug tests ruled Miller out from fighting and placed the entire event in jeopardy. However, after 2 weeks of searching, the show was saved when flabby Mexican contender Andy Ruiz was announced as a replacement opponent for AJ. Unlike Miller, Ruiz was very respectful in the build-up, posing for pictures and smiling at everybody. Andy Ruiz was a 25-1 shot to dethrone WBO, WBA, IBF, and IBO champ Joshua, but he pulled off what most believed was the impossible.
Back in December 96 spring.
Receive my instructions. Obey my commands. I want you to protect yourselves at all times. Touch gloves now, men. You're boxing at the bell. God bless you both.
1883 when
Joshua started the fight with his lead left hand swinging low by his waist, a risky tactic that Ruiz warned him against with a couple of early digs that had the crowd concerned. The British hero enjoyed his first scoring punches in the last 50 seconds of the second round when he landed twice with a short left hook and a stiff jab. And in round 3, he raced through the gears and dropped Ruiz with a murderous uppercut. But Ruiz shocked the world seconds later by dropping Joshua in sensational style, and he was saved by the bell moments later when he hit the deck for a second time and took another 8 count. The left hook that AJ is infamously susceptible to clipped his temple first and rendered him senseless. A zombie in a right sent him down. Joshua beat the count but was stumbling around the ring with a vacant grin, all his dreams and hard work hanging by a thread. And Ruiz pounced to batter him to the ground once again, terrifying the one-sided crowd backing their 2012 Olympic icon before the bell saved him. Trainer Rob McCracken had to somehow save his man from one of the biggest embarrassments in sport, and the 4th round looked an improvement when he tagged the challenger. Joshua admitted to hating shorter men because they were able to tuck up and dodge shots, and Ruiz, 4 inches below him, did exactly that. And in round 7, the walls and Joshua came tumbling down. AJ connected with a sweet left hook, but Ruiz countered and stunned him for a 3rd flooring. The accusations of Joshua being chinny were proven moments later when Ruiz earned every penny of his 3 million pounds by dropping him for a 4th time and being crowned Mexico's first heavyweight world champion.
Destroyer Ruiz Jr.
He told us he'd hear those words. Andy Ruiz.
On June 7, 1997, at Arco Arena, Sacramento, took place the fight between 2 undefeated heavyweights, David Tua and Ike Abuchi. Tua dominated his fights, defeating such strong opponents as John Ruiz, Darrell Wilson, David Izan, and Oleg Maskev ahead of schedule. Ike Abuchi also gave no chance to his opponents. He had a record of 16-0 and only 2 were able to go the full distance against the Nigerian. Cedric Kushner, promoter Ike Abuchi, took a huge risk by organizing such a difficult fight for his talented but less experienced boxer. So the 2 24-year-old prospects met in the ring, David Tua Tua and Ike the President Abuchi. Ike managed to surprise more than his star independents in the first seconds, the Nigerian fearlessly went forward and threw a huge number of punches. At the same time, Abuchi quite deftly avoided Tua's main weapon, a devastating left hook.
I think he's making is he's constantly doing good. Loose, he could start jab and then pump the right hand right behind it.
There's a right hand from David Tua's crowd in Sacramento. Abuchi goes back to the left hook. Tua trying to rally at the end. Abuchi meets him. What a strong start for the Nigerian native.
Looking at Tua's previous fights, anything can happen.
Comes in the form of that jab. He is committed to it early on. Left hook.
Got to negate some of that because right now, right in front of him.
Right hand over the top from Abuchi.
Have a good selection of punches. He uppercuts, he hooks to the body.
And Ike right back at him with a left-right of his own. There's a short uppercut on the inside before Tua comes back with a left. 97.
On the one punch.
Warning from Lou Filippo.
You look at him, you wouldn't think this is how he fights.
With each round, the activity of the huge boxers only grew. Both began to gradually forget about caution. In the fifth round, Abuchi fell for Tua's signature punch, having difficulty staying on his feet after a missed blow. The Nigerian responded with another flurry of jabs and hooks, some of which landed. The athletes completely refused to pause, tirelessly trying to beat each other.
And the subsequent right hands and double left hook.
Tua's starting to feel a little bit more comfortable. There's a good right hand, but he seems like he's getting into a little bit.
Right hand over the top.
Tyson had those fast hands, and on the inside, he had blistering combinations that he let go to the body.
So easy to make those comparisons to Tyson.
Tua, with this fight, seems to be going with one or two big punches at a time, and that's not going to work, apparently.
There's that right hand from David Tua. Lunges in here before the 8th round. He said you got to make a strong run at him. So maybe where Tua needs to take advantage. Oh, good short right hand sequence. Right lead, left hook by Tua. Tua right hand to the body underneath. Abuchi and his commitment, he stayed with it.
Oh, for sure. He's being consistent.
Oh, hey!
Here we are in round number 9. He would have been able to stay with this pace for this long. Oh, good uppercut.
Throw 1 and 2 at each other for the rest of the fight. Somebody's got to separate themselves.
And now Tua. Combination at the end at the back. 9 minutes go. He has proven himself.
Just like that.
There it is. 4 jabs in a row. 5 from Abuchi. Back to it. Tua comes in with the left hooks.
He could bomb Tua with that if he really committed to it. This is a good round for Abuchi.
It
really
sure
good.
is.
And just with the jab, that's a Larry Holmes type of round. You throw the jab.
Oh, here comes Tua. 4 or 5 punches. Abuchi right back at him.
And he gives it back to him. That's what he needs to do.
Right back at him. 11th round here in Sacramento. Tries an uppercut of his own. Tua comes back.
He's taken the best shots. He's been able to return fire. And he's also strong. He's pushing Tua back often.
Here comes Tua now on the inside. 2 left hooks and then the right hand.
I think it's too little, too late.
Look at this exchange. Tua head-hunting.
He's not landing, though. Oh, good shot.
It was Abuchi. That was unmatched by Tua. Tua with his power punching.
Surprisingly, even by the end of the 12-round fight, the pace practically did not drop. Abuchi, who missed a few more heavy hooks, continued to take the ending rounds thanks to his unique activity. Following the results of an extremely tense fight, all 3 judges gave victory to the Nigerian boxer. Abuchi landed 332 of 975 punches, and Tua landed 282 out of 755 punches. They combined to throw 1,730 punches, which set the record for punches thrown in a heavyweight fight.
Unanimous decision in favor of the new WBC International Heavyweight champion, Ike, the president, Abuchi.
Attention heavyweight division. Ike Abuchi has arrived.
On October 30th, 1974, the world heavyweight champion George Foreman defended his title against the former world champion Muhammad Ali. Big George became the champion by simply destroying Joe Frazier in less than 6 minutes, while previously it was Joe Frazier who inflicted Ali's first defeat. 3 years later, Ali took revenge and went back to fight for the title. The promoter of the fight was Don King, who promised $5 million to each boxer. In the end, the fight took place in Africa, in a country that's now called the Democratic Republic of Congo. Foreman was unbeatable and had a streak of 24 consecutive knockouts. Many expected Ali to approach the fight as he had the bouts of his youth, with quick footwork and finesse. Indeed, Ali had told the press before the fight that he would attack Foreman this way. However, Ali came out with a much slower, more methodical approach. In the first round, he attacked Foreman ferociously before retreating to the ropes and allowing his opponent to throw punches and gradually tire himself out, a tactic since dubbed rope-a-dope. Ali blocked and dodged many of Foreman's strikes in the early rounds, but sustained several arm and body blows.
An improved left jab. There's a vicious, awkward, but very powerful in round two. Oh, a great left hand taken by the champion George Foreman. There's the left hand in the eye of Foreman. There's the vicious left hook to the body. Foreman setting him up against the rope. What a vicious, fast combination by Ali. Foreman looks unusually slow with his hands. But look at this now. All of a sudden he opens up.
Eventually, Ali's strategy paid off. By the 5th round, Foreman had begun to visibly tire. Most of Foreman's shots were blocked, and when the champion did manage to land a solid blow, the iron-tough Ali taunted him by pausing to ask like a neophile, comparing vintages, if that was George's best. In the 8th, Ali saw his chance and went on the attack, knocking Foreman out with a combination of quick punches, shocking his opponent and the world. The fight showed that Ali was capable of taking a punch and highlighted his tactical genius, changing his fighting style by adopting the rope-a-dope instead of his former style that emphasized movement to counter his opponent. At that time, Ali became only the 2nd heavyweight after Floyd Patterson, who managed to regain the heavyweight championship. On April 24, 2004 at Staples Center, Los Angeles, Vitaly Klitschko faced Corey Sanders. The fight meant a whole lot to Klitschko. It was for the WBC title, and the fight would allow him to restore the Klitschko family name. Southpaw Sanders having flattened Vitaly's kid brother Vladimir the year before. The battle between Sanders and Klitschko Sr. from the very first seconds turned into an uncompromising war. The Ukrainian had never been knocked down in his career, but already in the first round, Sanders carried out an excellent counterattack and forced Vitaly to step back in panic. Later, Klitschko got used to his opponent's sharp attacks and began to methodically outplay Sanders. Klitschko invested in almost every blow, but Vitaly could not break through his opponent's cast-iron chin. At the same time, Sanders remained incredibly dangerous. Any missed blow could instantly change the balance of power.
Treffer zu Boden. Aber eine Vitali Klitschko wirkte leicht angeschlagen. Versucht erneut Sanders zu stellen. In 38 Jahren hat er uns verraten, so fit ist wie noch nie, bereit über... Guter Schlag von Klitschko, aber sofort der Konter. Dauert weiterhin auf seine Chance. Zweimal ein guter Jab von Vitali. Diese Menschen gegen den Leberhack. Hier gebannt, das Geschehen. Handicap 2. Und erneut ist er da, wenn man nicht damit rechnet, wenn man ihn unterschätzt, dann ist der Schnelligkeit ist der Schlüssel für die Schlagkraft von Sanders. Erneut die linke. Doch 10 Sekunden. Sondern warten. Gute Rechte von Vitali. Viele hier nicht mehr für möglich gehalten, dass es hier überhaupt in die 5. Runde geht. Gut jetzt von Vitali Klitschko. Wartet gnadenlos auf seine Chance. Wollte danach eigentlich seine Karriere großer Leckerbissen, aber es ist so spannend. Ansatzlos die rechte reingeschoben. Eindruck auf mich macht Vitali. Und Sanders beweist Nehmerfähigkeit in der Doppeldeckung.
Merkst du, dass die geringe Hand kommt? Wieder mit Geduld anfangen, Vitali, nicht mit Gewalt. Kommt damit Attack, geht sie weg und dann kommt er.
Und dann ist er froh, als der Gong vielen erwartete blitzschnelle Entscheidung ist es nicht. Sanders blutet aus der Nase. Ist Vitali. Jetzt Schlagabtausch in dieser 6. Runde. Und Sanders Klitschko wesentlich. Und jetzt kommt Sanders noch einmal auf. Was für ein Versuch zu ergreifen. Und der Konter von Vitali. Aber er steckt ein. Er kann was vertragen, dieser Corey Sanders. Sanders.
In the second half of the fight, Sanders noticeably slowed down on his feet. Only his phenomenal stamina saved the boxer from South Africa. Klitschko was never able to knock this buffalo off his feet. In the 8th round, the referee stopped the fight when it became obvious that Sanders was no longer able to respond to the Ukrainian's protracted attacks.
Nach vorne und kassiert Treffer um Treffer. Ein großer, ein beherzter Kampf des Südafrikaners. Und zu leicht darf er nicht werden. Gute Treffer von Vitali zum Körper und auch die rechte fast immer. Keine schlägt Sanders nun ins Leere. Gute Treffer von Vitali. Und erneut in dieser 8 Tanz bei Sanders. Klitschko jetzt die rechte. Kommt jetzt das große Finish. Noch eine halbe Minute in dieser Südafrikaner. Schauen Sie, was der wegsteckt. Und er geht dazwischen. Der Kampf ist aus. Klitschko ist Weltmeister. John Charlie konnte es nicht. Schauen Sie ihn an.